Right, well, had a 20-minute walk. Had to get out through all these blackberry bushes and get into the dash of river here. It's very dark tannin colour. I thought it might be run a bit higher. Rain, we had some rain a few days ago, but wasn't a lot of rain, about 8 mils I think, so I still thought that might have been enough to push a bit more water down than what there is. It's very dark tannin colour. My starting time is 5 to 3. And starting off a little Aglia Gold, plain Aglia Gold. That's Aglia Gold there, and we've got the Helios SX20 reel and the Akuma ultralight spin rod finesse, ultralight spin rod. Anyway, we'll see how we go. We're going for March Brown now, March Brown bug spinner. See how that goes. Nothing's fun. I did, as I moved into this bit of water here, I just see a small bow wave moved off, but it's as far as it went. And I've had a couple of casts with the top end of it with the gold Aglia, and nothing happened. I've all put a March Brown on now, but this is the lowest I've ever fished this river for about 10 or 12 years, I reckon. And it's always tough when it's this low. You might find them in the bits of pools here, they've got a bit of flow to them, but once you get in those shallow waters, you don't see a fish. Well, rarely you do, anyway. There we go. Finally got one. He could jump off yet. It's only just hooked. I come up there, flat water there. I just saw a little circle appear on the water. I thought, hello, hello, hello. It's a trout, could be surface feeding there, and then a blip, and then a little blip. I just flicked a lure a metre or so past it, brought it down, next thing bow wave appeared and come hard and fast, and yeah, didn't hesitate to grab hold of it. So get him off and send him home. Oh, I tell you, I just hooked, I didn't actually hook it, I just cast up into where that fast water's pouring in at the top of that boulder up in there, just over that rocky stretch. I lobbed the lure up in that white water and brought it back down, and next thing, the trout, sort of bow wave come behind, the trout grabbed hold of it and swam like crazy with the lure. Then he just spat it out. I couldn't set the bloody hook in him. So, didn't turn with it to get hooked, the little cow. So he just had his mouth over the back of the trebles without going over the point of the hook, the treble hooks. Oh, let's get a second one. And there, putting a bit of good little tussle. Yeah. Threw up to the right hand side there with a bit of a bubble line coming in and into this pool, and he just shot off the shallow bank and yeah, chased it and smashed it. There's a decent one sitting in there under that bank there that followed it too, but it was in this bit of water here, but he wouldn't have a bar, but he did shoot over the shallows chasing it, but yeah, he wouldn't grab hold of it. So anyway, I'll get this little tacker off and send him on his way. Oh, that's another little fella here. I was taking in that bubble line of water there, right off that bank, and just before this one, I hooked a pig. I cracked up. He just smashed it, took off, zigzagged everywhere, came down. I was down about a bit further when I cast up the river. Jumped out, lobbed himself up on that river bank, rolled down the river bank, spat me hook and swam it, and then took off. And I couldn't believe what I saw. But anyway, I'll get this little tacker off. He's the smallest one so far, and send him back. And hopefully he'll come back here next year and he'll be that size and a half again. Right, so this next water fish is as good as this little one did. I think I'm bugging in this pool now. I've hooked 2 and lost both bloody fish, one from each side of the river. They're in here. There's a good half dozen here. There's trout were darting everywhere. Once I hooked one, you saw trout darting off all over the place. I'll still have another flick into that top right hand side to see what happens. Finally, after, oh no, 4 or 5 hits and 2 hookups, and this little fella's darted off that river bank and grabbed hold of it. Got some trout in this pool. I don't know how many follows I've had on it, and yeah, none of them have taken it until I just flicked up to that left hand side, and a bow wave come up behind it, and then this one just darted off the side of the river bank and yeah, smashed it. So it could toss the hook yet, who knows. I put a bit of adjustment on them, bent them a bit more off centre this time, and turn them in towards, turn the points in towards the shaft, the hook shaft as well. So when they grab it, they won't come off quite so easy. Anyway, let's get him off and send him home. Bubby, off we go. There you go. Oh, good. Right, they're mowing their lawns. Alright, another little fella, number 5. That was taken just off that right end riverbank there. I'll get this little, and a little tacker, this one. Didn't hesitate to grab hold of it. God, should have had at least double figures by now. Anyway, look at the size of the little tacker. Beautiful little things they are. There, I'll go off. Another one, the same pull. I'll just get him up here. It's a little fatter, this one. Get him up in the shade, and I'll get a photo and then send him home. There you go. There's another little. They're around about the 8 to 9 inches, most of them. And all plump, well-conditioned little buggers. Right, another one. So 3 out of this one pull so far. And I'll just ease him up onto the bank here. And that bit of water there, and then we'll send him on his way. Another nice little tacker. Come on, babe, you can split that hook off if you want. Hang on. Let's get you off, eh? Let me get you off and send you on your way. Yeah, so I've got to start off pretty slow. For the first couple 100 metres, 300 metres of water, certainly changed the further I got up, which I'm pretty happy with. Another little fella on here. There was a few enclosed there, and anyway I thought I'll give it a long cast and bring it back down, because I've had that many follows and none of them would take it. So, bloody long cast right up the middle of this bit of water here, and this little fella snapped it up so soon into the water. I didn't think he'd stay on, I got him back this far. Anyway, let him go. You'll notice most of the trout I've caught have been either the headwater or the tail end of a pool. That's the first one I think I've really actually caught in the middle of a slower flow and run. Most of them have been top or bottom end of the pools, of the runs. Oh, it's just on 4:30 now. Probably only within 100 metres or 20 metres from the car, so it's going to work out fine. The sun's getting low very fast. I'll have to catch 2 more before I get back there, get a double figure. Anyway, we'll just push on. Another little fella here. Yeah, 2 goes at it, this little boy, or girl, whatever it is. Yeah, just taking off that headwater. Steer him around, we'll get him in the net and get the hook out and send him on his way. And you can toss it if you want, little fella. Ah, Bubby, there you go. Good to go. One more will make my day. Even that little winny shallow piece of water there, I flicked up in there and there's a little trout coming out of whack at it. So yes, so I mean you never bypass any little bit of water. Especially low water, it's got a bit of flow in it. You just never know what's in them. There we go. This little fella off that left side of the river bank there in shallow water, and I've had I don't know how many hits and misses in this stretch of water, probably 4 or 5, and yeah, and then this little fella's grabbed hold of it. Number 10. Finally got double figures for been a while since I got a double figure catch, even though they're small, they still add up. Right, little fella, off you go. Thank you. Just hooked and lost another one here. Nearly had him in too, and last minute he could jump, one big jump and head shake, and see you later. Oh, another one here. Where is he? Come up here. Oh, there's a nicer fish than the others too. A bigger one for a change. Oh, a lovely one, yes, nice fat fella. Beautiful. Up on the bank, get up there, that's it. That's it. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Righto. Stay there and we'll get you off and take a photo. Right, mate, on your way. Up you go, back in that dark water. Oh, another 13. Hey, little bugger. Anyway, put him on the stonefly. Send him on his way. Maybe we'll get one more before I get out the rivers. About 10 metres out of me. Oh, another one here. The fatter one. This is taking that pool at the top end of that pool on the left hand side. And, yeah, took it in quick time. Nice little fat bugger. That'll get him off. Haven't moved, it's cast up to the right hand side. Well, this is going to be the smallest one of the day, this little fella. Look at that little bugger. Lovely bugger. Anyway, I'll get him up and set him on. Right here. Just taking him behind that rock there. A bit bigger fish. About the average size for here though. There it is. Oh no. Just going to fish out one more water up there. I'll call it a day. Right, number 17 on there. There he comes. There he is. I just got him in that little shallow run there, halfway up. Brought it down and he was just come out and grabbed hold of it. Beautiful. Right, well, I'm back at the car. I got out of the river at 5:30. I was in it at what was it? 5 to 3, wasn't it? That's right. 5 to 3 I was in the river. Yeah, and it wasn't until 3:30 when I caught my first trout. It was looking pretty grim. I spooked a couple of little ones and that on the way up the river because it was so shallow. And yeah, I thought I was going to last about another hour in there at the most and couldn't just get out and say, oh bugger, I'm going home. And yeah, when I got that first one, and a little further up, it took a while longer, but a little further up I got another one, and then when I started getting into them, I'd catch them on a regular basis then, and it was really good. So yeah, to finish up with 17, March Brown was the one that did the damage on the majority of them, and then the little the stonefly, that was the last one I changed over to. That's right, the stonefly bug spinner. I think I caught the last 3 or something like that anyway. But yeah, so the bug spinners were the ones that did the job today, and yeah, it turned out a lot better than I expected. 17 trout caught all up, and I know they weren't big, but they're all fun to catch, and that's what it's all about. Get out there and enjoying yourself, you know. And I don't keep them, so it doesn't really matter that much. Anyway guys, I've had a great day, so the next time, tight lines.